national anthem in my life. I have 4 women who I love dearly. They're all in their 80s. I call them the OG Quad, Original Goodie Quad. And I've learned so much about culture, food, and travel. And I'll tell you a quick story. We have time for a quick story?
Yes.
So I met one of my OG Quad in Citizens have embraced the digital age with enthusiasm and determination, proving that it's never too late to acquire new skills and broaden one's horizons. Let's give a warm round of applause to our graduates who have successfully completed the Cisco Networking Academy Get Connected. I would now like to invite Mr. Eric Malcolm, Career Development Counsel of HCIT, to come and do the prior.
Mrs. Terresha Simmonds-Nairne, our Master of Ceremonies, the Honorable Pernell Charles Jr., Minister of Labor and Social Security, our guest speaker, Mr. Richard Vernon, His Worship the Mayor of St. James, Mrs. Molly Plummer Henry, Vice Chairman, National Council for Senior Citizens, Mrs. Cassandra Morrison, Executive Director, National Council for the Senior Citizens and other representations from the Council, Dr. Sharon McLaughlin, Deputy Managing Director, Heart NSTA Trust, Dr. Senior Director and staff of the Heart NSTA Trust, especially invited guests, and especially our esteemed graduands. Pleasant morning to you all.
Good morning.
It's indeed a wonderful privilege for me to be here this morning to welcome you to this wonderful occasion as we celebrate the successes of our senior citizens. The Cisco Networking Academy Get Connected course provides an introduction to the digital world with network as a foundation for connecting people and things. The curriculum helps students understand how to use computers and get connected to the internet. And I'm sure all of our senior citizens today are very much competent to do just that. Isn't that so?
Yes.
Get Connected also explores the human network and introduces students to the world of social media. Students experience the fun and value of interacting with others through common software applications and tools. It is my great pleasure to therefore welcome you to this momentous occasion, the graduation ceremony for our Senior Citizens Digital Literacy Program. Today, we celebrate not just the completion of a course, but the beginning of new possibilities. Our graduates have shown that age is no barrier to learning, growth, and embracing the future. You have stepped into the digital age with confidence and determination, proving that curiosity and perseverance are timeless traits. In an increasingly digital world, the skills you have acquired, whether learning how to connect to loved ones online, navigate the internet, or master new technologies, will empower you in your day-to-day lives. You are now better equipped to engage with a society that is becoming more digital by day. And I'm certain these new skills will enhance your lives in ways you may not even imagine. We are extremely proud of you, every single one of you. Some of you, when you came, you never knew that you could have made it to the end. Some of you didn't even know how to turn on the device when you came. And today you can connect with others right across the globe. And so we are extremely proud of your achievements. And as Regional Director of Region 4, which includes the Hart College of Innovation and Technology, I want to take a moment to acknowledge your hard work, the hard work of our instructors, our volunteers, and all those who supported you along the journey. It is through their dedication and your enthusiasm that this program has been a success. Because the truth is that you could have started but never completed, and you made it.
Yes.
And so, as you leave here today, Remember that learning never stops. You are pioneers in proving that at this stage of your life, new skills acquired and a new chapter can be written. The knowledge you have gained will not only benefit you, but will inspire others in your communities to keep learning and to keep growing. And I dare say some of you are now inspired to move to the next level, right? Yeah. And because Heart has no age limit, you can enroll in any skills program, right? Yeah. So congratulations, class of 2024. We certainly look forward to hearing about the exciting ways you will use your new digital skills. God bless you.
Thank you, Dr. Myrie. I really love the name of the program, Get Connected. So does this mean that everybody has a social media account now? Yes. You're connecting with people all over the world?
Yes.
And your friends and family are foreign?
Yes.
Nothing not missing now, you know?
No.
You're informed?
Yes.
All right. We'd now like to invite Mrs. Molly Plummer Henry, Vice Chairman of the National Council for Senior Citizens, to give remarks.
Mrs. Simmonds-Nairne, Master of Ceremonies and also Learning and Development Officer, the Honorable Minister, Colonel Charles Jr. MP, and Minister of Labor and Social Security, and our guest speaker, His Worship the Mayor, Mr. Richard Vernon, Councillor, Mrs. Cassandra Morrison, Executive Director of the National Council for Senior Citizens, other representatives from the Council, Dr. Cheryl McLaughlin, Deputy Managing Director of the National Training and Programs Division, Heart NSTA Trust, representing Dr. Tanisha Ingleton, Dr. Shanari Newsom-Myrie, Regional Director, Region 4 of Heart NSTA Trust, Senior Directors of Heart NSTA Trust, special invited guests, family and friends, members of the media, and most importantly, the graduates of the Digital Literacy Program. Good morning.
Good morning.
It was Kofi Annan stated, and I quote, "Knowledge is power, information is liberating, education is the premise of progress in every society, in every family." This morning's graduation ceremony is a testimony of such. Wouldn't you agree? Let's see the hands of those who can't wait to get your tablet, so you can continue to serve and do networking across borders, even to the UK, to all our diasporas, right? Yes. So we have our Senior Digital Literacy Program, and as Dr. Newsom-Myrie mentioned, age is no limit to learning. We all learn each day. And one of the policy or one of the program of our Minister Charles, is that of engagement. Today you are the first. Today you are the ambassadors who can go back to your community and ignite that flame, that passion, because technology is where we're going now. And you can communicate with your minister under the Ministry of Labor and Social Security, and you can say, "Minister, we can get a job here, you know." Because let me tell you, seniors, we don't park here, you know. You can pass on the skill set. Many of our young people don't know, all they know about is, "Hi babes." But you can impart that knowledge, that skill set, and how networking can transfer boundaries and leaves. So this morning, I want to say kudos to the National Council for Senior Citizens. And I want us to acknowledge the director, Mrs. Morris. Mrs. Morris, please stand. 30 years ago, this would not be possible. And I can tell you, I don't work underneath the Ministry of Labor and Social Security. That's a disclaimer. But I have a passion and a zeal to go anywhere where Minister Charles is going. Because he's a man with a vision. And he moves with flames. Those remember Flash? You remember Flash? Yeah. You used to watch it, not true? Yeah. I've never seen someone move from Clarendon, St. Thomas, St. James in 5 minutes. But anywhere the seniors are, he's there. And I stand this morning, not just representing Molly Plummer and the council, but also my mother, who is a senior citizen, because she's going to benefit from this, and she has already started. So, Dr. Mary, you can come home, because she can't come here. We want it now to come to the communities, right? Yes. Those members who can't get here, but bring it to the communities, and they will get it. You are the ambassadors. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Henry. You said something about the National Council for Senior Citizen Engagement. And when I was speaking with Mrs. Morrison, she said, your main purpose is education and engagement. And that's the beauty about Jamaican people, you know, we never stop. Yeah, we're just people of excellence, and I love that about us. We will now like to invite Mr. Richard Vernon, His Worship, the Mayor of St. James, to bring remarks.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Simmonds-Nairne. The protocol is well established, but please permit me to recognize our Minister, Colonel Charles Jr., who is also a citizen of Montego Bay now. He's very frequent here. I believe he's working on getting a home here as well. Yes, welcome, sir. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good morning or good afternoon now. This afternoon? That means I'm in trouble because I have to head to Kingston right after this for a meeting. But I must greet you on behalf of the St. James Municipal Corporation and congratulate the body that has conceptualized this and the persons who have given the time, the effort, the energy to be a part of the program, to stick to it, and today are graduating. And they're looking at their grandchildren and saying, and a young one can graduate. Congratulations. Give yourselves a round of applause. You know, we have been through several ages, Enlightenment, Renaissance, Stone Age, you name it. We are now in information age. And it is important that as we move as a country to meet the development standards globally, no one is left behind. Also, you will hear several repetitions, thematic areas, because it is what it is. No one should be left behind. Therefore, as we move along the gradient of the information age, you must also have access. And to have access, you must know how to access the information. So I heard that tablets will be distributed to enable that process as well. That's good. I'm not so keen on the arrangement, but from the office of the mayor, I am committing 10 tablets to that. Listen, I'm not sure how you will work it out, because you will have to give me the criteria, and then you send the letter to the office of the mayor along with the invoice for the tablets. But I would really like to recognize the oldest person in the program. I believe is about 80 years old. Yes? And of course, we have 2 valedictorians. So you figure out the other 7. Right? So that's my commitment. Just want to say congratulations and all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Vernon. All right, we are in the information age, and this means that there's no information that your grandchildren can hide from you now, because you'll find it online, right? Okay, we'll now welcome Dr. Cheryl McLaughlin, Deputy Managing Director, National Training and Programs Division of the Heart NSTA Trust, who is bringing remarks for our Managing Director, Dr. Tanisha Ingleton.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. My heart is warm right now. Just to see you, you all look so amazing. And I'm so very, very proud of you. And you are reflecting exactly what we do here at Heart. We are about lifelong learning. Means that you're never too old. And so I must congratulate you on behalf of the Managing Director, who would have wanted to be here, but she was otherwise engaged. And so I'm going to be bringing you her remarks at this time. Let me at this moment acknowledge Mrs. Terresha Simmonds-Nairne, our Master of Ceremonies, the Honorable Pernell Charles Jr., the Minister of Labor and Social Security, and also our guest speaker, Mr. Richard Vernon, who had to leave, as you know, Mrs. Molly Plummer Henry, Mrs. Cassandra Morrison, and the other members of the Heart NSTA Trust, and most importantly, you, the beautiful graduates. Today is indeed a very wonderful day because it marks a significant milestone, not only for you, but also for us. And for you, that significant milestone is your journey that was filled with hard dedication, hard work, dedication, and commitment to personal and professional growth. I would like to use the opportunity to thank the Ministry of Labor and Social Security, the Hart College of Innovation and Technology, for their unwavering support in making this digital literacy program a success. This partnership, very, very strong partnership, has empowered our senior citizens today with the essential digital skills that they need to navigate the landscape of this, the industrial 4.0 industrial revolution. And so in a world that is marked by continuous innovation and rapid technological advancement, we find ourselves now on the cusp of a profound shift in how we approach every facet of our lives. This graduation is a testament to the power of lifelong learning, and that's a core tenet, as I mentioned to you before, of the Heart NSTA Trust. And what this digital literacy program has done is to bridge the digital divide that was really, really growing, is continuing to grow. And it is ensuring that you, our senior citizens, are able to stay connected in this modern world. Through this program, you have gained valuable skills to communicate, to access information, and to participate fully in industry. You have proven that age is no barrier to learning, and so this empowerment has undoubtedly enhanced your abilities to navigate the changing digital world in which we operate. We are so proud that HCIT Labs proved very conducive to your learning and that you found the instructors patient, right? And helpful, right? And so I am pleased to announce that each of you will receive an international certification, and this validates your skills and has prepared you for global opportunities. So if you're going away and you want to re-enter the employment field, then that is it for you. Now this happens at a very, very important time because we're celebrating Senior Citizens Month under the theme Healthy, Active, and Productive Aging. And so we recognize the importance of staying engaged in all aspects of life. And so this theme underscores the need for a healthy lifestyle and continued contributions to society regardless of your age. Graduands, the skills you have learned will open doors and create opportunities for you to engage with the world in new ways. Whether it's staying connected with loved ones, accessing essential services, or exploring new hobbies, the digital world is now at your fingertips. So as you move forward, I encourage you to continue learning and sharing your knowledge. Be ambassadors of digital literacy in your communities. Your journey is just beginning. The journey is not just about technology, it's about a new way of thinking, of operating, and embracing the future with more confidence and creativity. I congratulate all of you for your achievements. You've shown resilience, perseverance, and are willing to embrace change. And these qualities will serve you well. I would like to thank all the instructors, the staff, the supporters. Your dedication has made a lasting impact on the lives of the graduands. And so once again, I would like to congratulate you. May you continue to thrive and inspire others with your newfound digital skills. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. McLaughlin. You have an international certification. I did not know that. That is really good. I have a friend who's 86, and she's been my friend for the past 15 years, and she works online. So one of the things about having older people in your lives is that I realize aging is a beautiful thing. Life doesn't stop, and for every phase of life that you go through, it's an opportunity to grow. So you have an international certification, so you know you have an opportunity to do something that you probably wouldn't have thought of doing if you hadn't. All right? Now we will have some entertainment from Mr. Howard Messer.
Our Master of Ceremony, Mrs. Terresha Simmonds-Nairne, Learning and Development Officer Acting at the Hart NSTA Trust, the Honorable Colonel Charles Jr., MP and Minister of Labor and Social Security, and also our guest speaker, Mr. Richard Vernon, His Worship the Mayor of St. James, Mrs. Molly Plummer Henry, Vice Chairman of the National Council for Senior Citizens, Mrs. Cassandra Morris, Executive Director of the National Council for Senior Citizens, and other representations from the Council. Dr. Cheryl McLaughlin, Deputy Managing Director of the National Training and Programs Division of the Hart NSTA Trust, representing our Dr. Tanisha Ingerton, our Managing Director. Dr. Sharna Newsom-Mary, our Regional Director for Region 4, the Region of Champions. Our Senior Directors and staff of the Hart NSTA Trust, specially invited guests, family and friends, members of the media, and most importantly, the graduates of the Digital Literacy Program. Good morning.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon? Oh, good afternoon. Sorry. Thank you. Prior to the start of the program, there was a range of emotion among our graduates. Some persons were very enthusiastic. Some people were motivated, and there were others that were very nervous or even doubtful about what then would have seemed as a very daunting task. However, as we embarked on the journey, like anything else, we put our trust in the Lord and we committed ourselves to the task. We made steady progress with each step, and indeed, guess what? God gave us the strength and increase. Through the program, our graduates, they gain foundational knowledge in using computers, connecting devices, and navigating the internet, along with using email and social media. Along the way, they demonstrated a very vital life lesson, that the secret to staying youthful, that is beautifully captured by Henry Ford's word, that anyone who stops learning is old, whether at 20 or at 8. Anyone who keeps learning stays young. The greatest thing in life is to keep your mind young. Our graduates are a living proof of this wisdom. Ladies and gentlemen, just take a look at them. So, to the graduating class, on behalf of Mr. Davidson and myself, we love you and we miss you. And once more, we want to say congratulations. You made it. Keep learning. Thank you.
Wonderful.
Thank you, Ms. Nairne. The greatest thing in life is to keep your mind young. Watch, young people. Oh my gosh. All right, so let's continue to talk about the goodness of God. We're going to have 2 testimonials. One is going to be from Miss Jennifer Gordon, graduate of the first cohort of the Digital Literacy Program. And then after Jennifer, we're going to have Miss Kay White, graduate of the second cohort.
Great.
Oh, it's wait. My apologies. It's K Wait. So once Miss Gordon is finished, Miss Wait, you just go right after her. All right, Miss Gordon.
Yeah, I'm about to say hallelujah.
Of course. That's quite in order.
Protocol has been established, so allow me to say, distinguished ladies and gentlemen in the audience, and most of all, our august body of graduands, a pleasant afternoon. The pleasure is mine. Before I even start saying that, I know you're looking for me to be up here with my device to read from. I'll get there. The pleasure is mine to share a little of what my experiences were like with the computer course at the Hart Institution here in Montego Bay. And may I hasten to say that when the name Hart came about, I believe that they had persons like my two instructors in mind, Miss Lakeisha Nairne and Mr. Garfield Davidson. Put your hands together for them. As for me, I entered the campus, not nervous though, like when one was younger and entering school or college for the first time. But I was excited as I thought about what I was going to be taught. Classes began on Monday, September 11, 2023. Truth be told, I was not a total novice, but I was far from being computer friendly. I can recall one time when I asked my son to do something for me, his response was, "You can't read. You can read, so do it." Now that I have completed the course, I have progressed from that level. I can walk into NWC office and pay my bill using the kiosk. I enter ATM spaces with confidence to do my transactions. There were some commands I was afraid to respond to, whether on my phone or desktop, but now I know that information will not be deleted or cause any crash if I respond to them. I know how to get them back. Going to classes each day, 2 days per week, was always a thrill for me because of the exciting things being taught through the energy and encouragement that those two young instructors brought to class. They really knew their subject matter and they delivered well. Miss Nairne was like an energizer bunny, while Mr. Davidson bolstered her with his calm, collected demeanor. In class, respect was mutual. Our instructors were firm with us just like any other teaching learning situation. They did not treat us as poor old people, not at all. They ensured that what was being taught was being caught and understood by all, especially since it was not a big class. Devotional exercises in the mornings were uplifting. My instructors showed their concern for our well-being. They knew that some seniors may have to eat at a particular time. They tried to make our learning space comfortable. Thank you, Miss Nairne and Mr. Davidson. They possessed the patience of Job. They were composed at times when they should be frustrated from having to repeat or demonstrate an activity for the umpteenth time. Such kind-hearted souls they were. So allow me at this time to personally say thanks to the Ministry of Labor and Social Security, through which the course was made possible under its computer and digital literacy program.
We are aware of the fact that information technology is where the world is at, and it sets us on a path of creating virtual communities, a global world, and so as long as we're alive, we had better get with the program or be left behind. Thank you.
Standing on the existing protocol. It's an honor to be here this afternoon. Can you remember when a computer was something on television from a science fiction show? A window was something you hated to clean? A ram was a male goat? Meg was the name of a girl? And gig was a job for the night? And now they all mean different things, and that really megabytes. An application was for employment. A program was a TV show. A cursor used profanity. A keyboard was a piano. Memory was something that you lost with age. A CD was a bank account. Compress was something you did to the garbage. And if you unzipped in public, you'd be in jail for a while. Log-on was added wood to the fire. Hard drive was a long trip on the road. A mouse pad was where a mouse lived. And a backup happened to your toilet. Cut, you did with a knife. Paste, you did with glue. A web was a spider's home, and a virus was the flu. That was the era before computers. Now all these terminologies are linked to computer science, which has revolutionized the world in convenience, efficiency, and connectivity. As technology advances, as a people, especially senior citizens, we need to be in sync with it in order to function effectively. When I learned of this joint venture between the National Council for Senior Citizens, NCSC, and Hart College of Innovation and Technology, HCIT, I decided to enroll mainly for the need to be more up-to-date with basic technology and also to socialize. Socializing is a necessity for healthy living, especially at this stage of our lives as seniors. We embarked on a 10-week course in Introduction to Computers, which ran from 19th February to 29th April 2024, being the second cohort, which with classes twice weekly. The Get Connected online course, which is a part of the Cisco technology system, was utilized. The course consisted of 5 modules, which carried a test at the end of each, and then an end-of-course examination and evaluation of both the course and our lecturers. From the first day, we were made to feel very comfortable. This was attributed to our presenters, Mrs. Lakesia Nairne and Mr. Garfield Davidson, a prodigy. They were supportive and very patient. They also motivated and inspired us to achieve the goal of completing the course successfully. They made us feel very, very special. Presentations were done in a manner so that information could be readily mastered. The modality was a blend of the hands-on approach along with the matching theory, which made it very easy to grasp concepts being taught. Hats off to NCSC and HCIT for this program, and hoping that this collaboration will last as long as it is needed. With that in mind, I would highly recommend this program to any senior, no matter how ignorant you think you are concerning technology. I know you can be successful.